So, welcome to this preview of the LaLiga match day, starting 25th of February and ending on Monday, the 28th February 2022. And we are going to check out here with all the matches with the assistance of my Betmaster Tool and also assisted by this newly introduced method that I have here for you to calculate the prices based on the statistics I expect, turning those into goal expectancies and comparing these values with what we got here. What I saw was shocking me because Celta Vigo won't be favorites at Atletico, so maybe I have to export that again, but which we could do on the fly here. That's 25th, that is fine. Did we compile them recently? Price compiled 25th. Still, this is what you would have to do. Select all the games, then compile it. You can get your access to, if you do not feel comfortable in doing those settings yourself, you can obviously get my settings as well for a start, after which, after a while, you will understand how to adjust those prices or these team settings. Here you see that Atletico are clear favorites over Celta. Of course, this is much closer to the truth, if there was any kind of truth ever in that. It's the truth. We will see after a game has been played. Before it's been played, we have probabilities, which reflect the likelihood, the probability for anything to become true. And now we see this is the exported values from here, 162, 0.84, 184. It's still a high price, and now that I exported all these, we see the true prices compiled by the tool here, which are absolutely identical. Those are the goal expectancies exported, those are the true prices exported. So all we need to do from now on is compare those with the market. And if we want to know something in detail, we can still check out and go into the game and take a closer inspection. Levante against Elche, here it says 212, which sounds like way too low to me, but I know that Levante recently caught up quite a bit, so but still computer will definitely propose us to go with Elche. 255, 340, 318, and here it sees a small edge only, and here it sees a much bigger edge, so I have to take that back, that bet on Elche back. I'm not going to go with Elche. This is very good assessment by the market, though 340 wouldn't be indicated anyway, 372 would be indicated, but having this in mind, that they are 0.4 goals better instead of just 0.15, we have to accept that, and which is fine. I mean, they have been playing better, so maybe I would still take Elche, but now I don't. I know that Levante beat Atletico, for example, and before that they may have had another good result, or after it, okay, they drew at Celta, two very good results, okay, whereby Elche are also doing an excellent job here at the moment. 7 games with just 1 loss in Sevilla, which can happen. And here they are good. This is what they are better than expected, and this is what these are worse than expected, whereby these 2 good results may still happen. I anyway have to accept that, whereby it looks all like, actually we had to take Elche. Can't do it, but 212 still, it sounds like a ridiculous price to me. Can't do much. I need some water, I'm drying out. Mallorca against Valencia. Sounds too low, the price on Mallorca, although they are playing a good campaign, but Valencia I would rate somewhat higher still. This is once again approved all over the place. No bet here. I have to apologize. It's perfect evaluation by the market. No bet here. I'm guessing when I look at this, because I did not compare those prices myself. I'm trying to keep this somehow. I want to do it on while recording. Getafe Alaves. Of course, Alaves in a terrible mess, and most likely, 20 points. Oh, here we see Levante are even worse off. Well, still some chances for Alaves, but it looks awful. And 197, I like Getafe. I'm not sure what the computer thinks, but I think this is a decent price. Can't beat that. Here it's even lower, and we compare it here, and here it tells us, well, you can go with Getafe. I would, of course, do it then, knowing well that for them it's survival, and Getafe are in no real, they still are in trouble. So I'm happy. 197, seeing this, does not sound like such a great price, but if the computer and the statistical method approves, then I have to recommend it. We can compare more things if we wish to, because if we feel uncertain about a game, we can easily go into the game, that's what I meant, and check out what this could be based upon. First of all, Getafe are okay at home, not a win on the road, but 6-4 at home. 17-11 goals is a lot better than expected. Here they are bad, but not that awful. Goal difference is fine, everything fine. They are terrible, -6, -10. On the road, 1-9. That's one of the reasons, and it means, well, they hardly ever win a game or do not lose. Here they have 1 win, but also 4 losses, or 1 win in last 8. They have a good record. Cadiz, maybe not a great result, but not terrible. Losing at Atletico and Sevilla, and all the other games they had been doing fine, especially at home. So we have to approve that. So this is a bet. Getafe. Rayo against Real looks perfect. It's also kind of a derby. Hard to say then. Somewhat different. I'm not sure if this has any effect, but it looks fine anyway. Does it approve here? Here it would say Rayo have a lot better chances. So this would actually say go for the 1x. And of course, the way that Real Madrid are struggling, we could even fancy here maybe a little surprise. Could be Real Madrid also in Champions League busy. But of course, if it's not indicated, we don't. But the statistical method would say, well, hang on, Real Madrid may have the results still, but their efforts are not so good. Which I would, obviously, that if you see them play, it's not, it's Real Madrid, but it's not at their best, right? And Atletico 164, we checked this out already in a certain sense. 388, 598, 388, 598. So it looks like an X2. Do we get confirmation? Well, almost, yeah, close to. And Atletico also busy in the Champions League, struggling in the league, still with a good effort against Manchester United. Actually, they look good. But it's a tough league. So, in fact, we have to go with Celta very slightly. If you want to, see the compilation by the computer, it's very, very marginal. The 235 is the price we have to beat. So, our true price on this has to be lower than... this is plus 0.5 on... Celta, and now I can compile it here. We see here the fair price or true price on Celta for the double chance X2, which is according to this bet, and we check out the price we get here. That's 218 and we get 235. That proves how close it is, but it is indicated because 235 is more than to 18, and the statistical method approves. So we got another one on Celta X2. Or what is another one? It's we have Getafe, and now we have Celta not to lose. Villarreal 150 sounds very low. To me, 150, this is very low, but Espanyol struggling recently. Villarreal 156, so it confirms here. It more or less confirms here, whereby here it gives the Espanyol a slightly better chance than I was expecting. We may then consider still, if you like it, because Villarreal are busy in the Champions League, and so you may consider here an X2, whereby it's not a real indication, but just by the statistical method and maybe small adjustment for the Champions League business, then you could fancy. Sevilla against Betis, very special derby. Don't touch this. We still may compare. 222 sounds very well compiled. Here it would recommend as a bet. Here it would take it back, so we are happy, no bet, because here it would say much better chances for Betis. Not having in mind that it is a derby, which is really hard to assess anyway for anyone in the world. So don't touch it, but and forget about the indication on Sevilla, and I wouldn't follow it anyway, but statistical method says no. Real Sociedad looks like a very good price, 190. Why is it so high? Osasuna are doing okay, and most likely there will be no indication still. I'm surprised. Why 190? Check it out here. Oh, I'm completely wrong, and here I'm even worse. So it says Osasuna are doing a very good job. So this would be a very clear draw indication, 331. Also the X2 would be indicated, would be confirmed. In fact, we have to make a bet here on Osasuna not to lose. Of course, Real Sociedad had the midweek business. They lost to Leipzig 1-3 at home out of competition, which may settle them for this one competition, also proving they are not so good, but also losing some energy maybe and some disappointment. So that would anyway confirm. Whereby I'm not so certain about Osasuna, but obviously I have to change my mind. They are good, and now we have to take them. I'm sorry. And Barcelona against Bilbao, 160. We have much smaller price here, or we have to go with Athletic Club, which I would happily do. Whereby I noticed that Barcelona also winning at Napoli 4-2. In midweek, but it was some action. They had to play at Athletic Club. I think Bilbao, they can put up some very decent resistance, but now market completely changed its mind about Barcelona, which is very good because they had some signings winter break and improved their efforts a lot. Still, Athletic Bilbao are good enough to somehow put up some resistance. So it's another bet we have here. Another last one would be Granada against Cadiz. And there it would say Cadiz. And what is, I forgot. So we have to think about Cadiz at least. We have to think about Cadiz. Because it's well approved here, much better chances. So we really have to think about them, and we really have to check out as the last thing to do. Where does it come from? Do we agree here? Granada a bit minus. They are a bit more minus 4.45 points, minus 2.31. This is the first thing to look at. Then we compare the goal difference. Minus 3.26 means they scored a little too few and they conceded a little too much, but not awful. They are doing fine, well assessed here. But nothing too much wrong. Cadiz on the road is 3.36, which is very, very good for them. It's better than expected. Slightly better, but good enough. 12.21. Looks fine, scoring a few, conceding 1.3 too many. 4.35 at home for Granada. Not amazing. And recent shape here is 5 losses in a row. They had 2 draws, which is very good for them, just 1 loss in 5. So definitely, and I supported Cadiz from the start. So we have another one on Cadiz, which makes it a total of no bet here, no bet here. Getafe we have to do, Rayo no bet, with a small chance to go with Rayo not to lose. Celta Vigo, was it approved? Yes, it was. Celta Vigo not to lose at Atletico. All of these slide with a second business they have. Espanyol was not quite good enough, I think. Sevilla we don't touch. Osasuna not to lose, very good. Bilbao not to lose, and Cadiz not to lose. So this is like 1, Getafe, Celta, 2, Espanyol, I'm not fully convinced, so most likely it's not, or maybe it is. Well, I have to check it again. Espanyol, here it was close, and here they were a lot closer. Yeah, that's the thing. Here it wouldn't work out. Here would just work out Villarreal with the extra business. I'm okay. I would say rather stay away, but it's another idea. So Getafe, Celta, Osasuna, Bilbao, and Cadiz. 5 of these. And so thanks a lot for watching, and good luck to you, and see you again. Bye bye.